Welcome to Hilton Global Week of Engagement. For us as a hotel, it would sound welcome back to travel. All of us not been traveling for quite a while. It would be great to travel again, to gain new memories and new experience. And we thought what we can do to make you feel as if you travel again. And we came to an idea to go on a culinary trip together with you to Italy. So I'm happy to be today in one of our hotels in Hampton by Hilton, Waterloo, in Greenport restaurant, together with my team. Patricia, our Italian ambassador Alessandra Pittini, and our chef Daniel. We are going to cook something very Italian and very special together. Pizza!
So first, be sure you have all your ingredients, and as well the oven is preheated. If you have a little bit of extra inspiration, will be great, because we are running another culinary trip, this time to India, to one of our MTK's restaurants in Hilton T5 or at the Curio and Lincoln Plaza in Canary Wharf. The only thing you need to do is just send us 1 or 2 pictures of your homemade pizzas before the 16th of June, and on the 23rd we will announce the winner. So, andiamo!
To make our wonderful pizzas, you will need 1 kilo of plain flour, 600 milliliters water, 10 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, 10 grams of salt, 4 grams of yeast. To make our dough, if you are doing it by hand, make a pile with a well in the middle, add your water and yeast and slowly mix it. Once you have a dough, you can mix it properly by hand for 10 minutes until it's nice and firm. Afterwards, add your salt and oil and mix it for a further 5, and then it will be ready to go. However, if you have a mixer, this will work even better than that, and it takes all of the effort out of it. First, add your kilo of flour, then add your yeast to your water, give it a little mix, and then add it to your flour. After 6 minutes of mixing, your dough will look like this. Next, add your salt and your oil and mix for a further 3 minutes. Afterwards, you will need to put it in an airtight container, either with a lid or wrapped in cling film, and keep it for 24 hours. Leave it outside of the fridge for at least 4. Afterwards, you may put it in the fridge. After 24 hours, your dough should resemble something like this, maybe a little bit smaller. As you can see, it's quite springy and bouncy where it's risen. What you do to make your dough balls is cut into it something a little bit sharp. So you need to take the dough in your hand and roll it from the sides up into itself. What you're doing is creating a small pocket of air. Just keep rolling it, just like that, until you get a nice smooth top. Take it in your hand, pinch it underneath, and just roll it around to seal the bottom. And there you have your dough ball. These should be around about 300 grams at this weight. Make sure you floured your surface, and this is where the fun part is. Take your dough ball, put some flour on the top, and then you want to press the center of your dough ball in a circular motion. You're creating this kind of thick ring around it. That's going to puff up and give you that really nice, authentic pizza look. So you just want to keep doing that until it's big enough to get your hand in, and then your hand can be used to stretch it out a little bit further. What you can then do is pick it up using the heel of your thumb and just slowly work the dough around, stretching it in a circular motion. Once you've got it to a nice size, you've covered your board in flour. If you need to stretch it any more at this point, you can. And now you can add any toppings you like. Take a ladle of your tomato sauce, spread it from the center. Next, you want to add your mozzarella. If you're going to use a buffalo mozzarella or anything with a lot of moisture, make sure that you put it in a colander or a sieve beforehand and let some of that water drain. Otherwise, what you'll have is a really wet pizza. Once you're happy with that as your base, you can add any toppings you like. For a classic margarita, maybe some sun-dried cherry tomatoes, a little bit of basil at the end. But if you fancy something a bit meaty, any meats or vegetables on at this point is what you want to do. Take your pizza, put it inside your oven, and slowly Let it go. Make sure that you gently turn it round so that it gets nicely coloured on all sides. And there you have it, margherita pizza. Some basil for some finishing touches. If you're cooking this in a conventional oven at home, if you put your temperature at between 200 and 220, then place your pizza in on a tray that has got a little bit of oil. All you need to do is just keep an eye on it, make sure that you can turn it every so often, and then if you want to finish it off with a nice little crispy bit, just whack on the grill for another couple of minutes.
Buongiorno, Alessandra.
Buongiorno.
So, do you know any interesting facts about pizza that you can share as an Italian?
Yeah, for example, in Italy, you will never find pizza with chicken or pineapple. Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Disappointed.
We usually eat pizza with our hands, so we don't use cutlery. We just take a slice, we fold it, and then we eat it.
What about drinking? What do you meant to drink with pizzas?
So usually we drink it with Coke, Fanta, or beer, but I always suggest to drink it with red wine because beer has yeast and pizza has yeast as well. And on your belly is not a good combo.
Le chef.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Buon appetito!